to take root. The Pakistani delegation today is concluding our trip here to New York and our engagements at the United Nations, where we engage with various representatives of different countries and obviously of the United Nations, including the UN Secretary General, the President of the UN, the Security Council, E10 Group, and others, where Pakistan has appealed to the international community to assist us in our pursuit for peace. Just as the international community played its role in encouraging India to agree to a ceasefire, the international community must play its role in encouraging India to engage in a comprehensive dialogue with Pakistan so that we can address our issues and achieve peace. In conclusion, and before I take your questions, I'd like to know that India likes to present itself as a net security provider. The United States subsidizes the Indian economy, the Indian military, on the basis that it's to be a net security provider. India's actions have shown, as a result of this conflict, that they are a source of insecurity, not a source of security for the region. The true net security provider for our region and beyond would be peace between India and Pakistan. The President of the United States has a unique opportunity to deliver on his commitment to peace within the context of India and Pakistan. The United States enjoys good relations with Pakistan and enjoys good relations with India. From tomorrow, we will be starting our engagements in DC, where we'll be engaging with representatives of the United States government, of the United States Parliament, and we will be seeking to encourage the United States and other international players to play their role to facilitate this process. I thank you, and I look forward to taking your questions.
Open. Yes.
Thank you, Minister. Nice to see you again on behalf of the United Nations Correspondent Association. Thanks for the press conference. I have two questions. My name is Betül Yürük with CNBC Turkey. First, a global question maybe. Do you believe current tariff policies under the Trump administration are harming developing nations like Pakistan? And my second question will be more of a bilateral question. Turkey and Pakistan have long enjoyed very close political ties. And recently, with drone sales on the rise, can defense trade reshape economic ties between the two countries, between Pakistan and Turkey? Thank you.
Thank you so much. As far as the tariff policies are concerned, I think everybody has their own experience. I believe that every crisis has an opportunity, and while the tariff policies surely pose challenges, they also pose great opportunities, particularly in the context of India and Pakistan, US and Pakistan. What it means is we're able to have a more comprehensive dialogue about overall trade between Pakistan and the United States. Trade between Pakistan and the United States you're sort of the largest market for Pakistan, but we still haven't managed to unlock the true potential of this relationship. So while there are challenges in this whole, in the context of tariffs, we believe that there is a opportunity in this crisis. We will be availing this opportunity, hopefully, for economic benefit, not only for Pakistan, but also for the United States. There's a trade delegation coming soon to DC to engage with the Trump administration on economics, on trade in general. As far as Turkey and Pakistan, we have a long history. Our relationship has stood the test of time. The people of Pakistan deeply appreciate the role that the government of Turkey, but also the people of your country played in this during this conflict. As far as defense sales or our economic cooperation, I'm sure that'll also grow from strength to strength. Turkey has always played a responsible role on the global stage, and I do hope that even in this context, they're able to advocate for dialogue and diplomacy in the pursuit of peace.
Thank you so much, Abdul Hamid Sayam. Nice to see you again. I'm from Arabic Daily, Al-Quds Al-Arabi. Have you traced any involvement of Israeli military and Israeli drone in the attack on Pakistan? There are some reports say that immediately Israel, of course, they declared their support to India, but have you traced any weapons coming from Israel?
And allow my, do you have another question also?
Yeah, it's related to it. Don't you see also that India is copying what Israel is doing in the occupied West Bank by allowing the settlers to take over the land? And now India is copying that by allowing Indians to settle in Kashmir. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much for your very pertinent and important questions. As far as the details of the Israeli equipment involved, I'll allow my team to expand if necessary. As far as I'm aware, absolutely. Israeli drones were used during India's attack on Pakistan. The parallels you draw, obviously, let me emphasize from the outset, there's no meaningful comparison that I can make between the plight of the Palestinians and the plight of Pakistan, or the plight of Kashmir. What we're seeing in Gaza, what we're seeing in Palestine is uniquely outrageous, inhumane, and condemnable in all shapes, forms, and terms. Having said that, there are certain parallels that can be drawn. The actions of the Indian government post-2019 to do with the imposing demographic changes within Kashmir does draw parallels between what the settler program within the West Bank. As far as being inspired, India being inspired by the Israeli government, unfortunately it's being inspired in all the wrong ways. Its conduct outside of international law, its violation of international governments, the United Nations Charter, the arrogance with which it thought it could get away with this, that you can just scream terrorism and it justifies that you can attack any Muslim country at whim. It's based on these building of precedents that we've seen over time, be it in the context of the Iraq War, and obviously the actions within Gaza recently have inspired some of the actions by the Indian government. But Mr. Modi is sort of the Timu version of Netanyahu. Okay? It's a poor copy. And we call upon the Indian government to not be inspired by the worst examples possible. We pride ourselves, we in Pakistan pride ourselves that we're the heirs of the Indus Valley civilization.